All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the February edition of Pitch Perfect. We just want to cover a quick disclosure on forward-looking statements for the event. So for FrontFundr's February Pitch Perfect event, this presentation may contain forward-looking information. There can be no assurance that forward-looking information will prove to be accurate, as actual results in future events could differ materially from those anticipated in such statements. Accordingly, viewers should not place undue reliance on forward-looking information. And we're now going to turn things over to Resthouse. So we're going to be hearing from Chris. He's going to tell us more about Resthouse. Resthouse is here to build complete, natural, adaptable sleep environments to help transform people's lives. So Chris, over to you.
Perfect. So I'm Chris Manley. I am co-owner and founder of Resthouse Sleep Solutions, and we help people sleep. Started in the garage back in the day, and we've really grown, a scalable business that is actually not a new business. We've actually, we've had a lot of traction and really only 300K investment in to get us up to the 3 million that we're at. So it's a pretty nice growth period. So if you understand what's really going on in the bedding world, there's quite a problem, right? And sorry about this, a little technical difficulties. 3 in 1 people are sleep deprived, really, and we can't figure out what's going on and why it's getting worse. But the bedding industry continues to sell cheaper generic sleep products. Consumers are not being offered the correct sleep tools to support, and alignment is one of the biggest things that people don't talk about. Mass-produced one-sided mattresses is one of the biggest problems, as these junk bedding products and bed-in-the-box solutions, have resulted in really a global disaster. 24.2 million mattresses per year are discarded in North America, and that's only going up, and it's kind of frightening, right? Also, sorry about that. Another one of the big problems is that the industry is not really talking about what we're doing when we're sleeping. So we want to talk about really how we're going to change this, right? How are we going to change that is our holistic approach to sleep. It's unique. When we actually think about what we do when we sleep, it's not actually recognized in the bedding world. The bedding world really has this ability to tell you what you want to buy, but not what you're actually doing when you're sleeping. And it's not just a mattress, right? So when you think about that, sorry about that, keep doing the scrolling button. When you really start thinking about that, you realize that what the industry has done, it's a broken system. There's been no innovation for years, right? You've got really what happened, and it happened in 2000, is all mattresses went one-sided. And when that happened, the entire thing broke. And we're here to tell you there's a different way to do it, right? So what I want you to do, if you could, and this is just a really quick little visualization exercise, is if you could just close your eyes. Obviously, this is a sleep company, so we want to really get you to get this. When we think about sleep, we think we're going to fall asleep, but we don't realize what happens in that first 2 hours. Our top leg goes over top of the bottom leg, and our head actually tilts up. So for that 2 hours, we're in paralysis. Okay, can you visualize that? Now open your eyes back up. What the entire market is talking about is about you buying a mattress. And when you have a one-sided mattress that cannot be flipped, that has body impressions within 18 months, we have a problem. And we're here to tell you that we actually have the solution, right? We looked at what was the biggest problem? What is it going to be that's going to kind of have us sort of stand apart? And that's where we entered into our Cocoon brand. One of our big products that we introduced, which is our own line, which is Cocoon, which we really take an individual and we break it down to the actual alignment. When you think about that shoulder collapsing, what if we could fix that? And we have. So when all the mattress industry is stuck in this old sort of jargon about all these different things to add, soy memory foam, which has 13% memory, soy and more memory foam. There's all these little buzzwords that are not actually solving the problem, and the problem comes from a collapsed shoulder. And how are you going to make money? So that's probably the biggest question. How are we going to get traction? Where's our traction come from, and how are you going to make money? Cocoon, which is probably the accumulation of all our expertise over the years. We've taken not just a mattress, we've created customizable mattress systems where you can actually pick firm on one side, medium on the other. We've got it where they're biodegradable. You can open them up. They're made of wool. That's one product. We have body pillows. This is the game changer. If you've never heard of a body pillow, this is what biohacks the first 2 hours of sleep, right? So this is the best value proposition you can have, is what if you could change everybody out there who's taking a mattress, throwing it in the dump, control their shoulder, and it changes the way that we throw mattresses away and we look at the industry, right? We just opened up a new location in Victoria, moving from downtown Duncan to a 30,700 square foot location with the capacity and scalability of 5 million, where we're currently at 3 million. Right? We have an average order value of $860 at 66% product margin. Our product margin is good, but it's also fair and it's also scalable. We haven't even got into a position where we're buying thousands at a time, but when we do, look out, right? So what are we going to do with the funds, right? We're going to, sorry, this is going to be remembered for my twitchy fingers. We're going to grow the Cocoon brand. We launched a new website last month so that we could enter into the States, which we're doing effectively. The Cocoon brand has really been launched with 5 product categories where we break it down to what an individual sleeper is. Now hear that, individual sleeper, not couples. If you're a couple and you're hearing this, you've got to understand beds are not made to fix people's sleep, right? We're going to increase our marketing efforts big time. We are the disruptors in the industry. I've been in this mattress industry my entire life, and it is broken, completely broken. We're going to grow our online sales. USA is just the beginning, and we're going to grow our team. We're going to have a sales manager, internal marketing, right? We're going to expand our retail footprint. Vancouver's our next move. So if you've ever seen what a very motivated team with a disruptor influence, you've got that in Resthouse. Right. So really, if you want to join one of the most incredible teams and see an investment that's going to work for you, come see us, because we're going to help people sleep and we're going to do it strategically. And we're going to be talking to a lot of people. So sweet dreams.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for the pitch presentation there, Chris. Love your passion when you talk about the subject, which is fantastic. I know one of the things for myself in hearing your pitch was just a little eye-opening in terms of the body pillow, like something that I definitely had not considered. But to your point, when you're a side sleeper, your alignment is totally out of place. So the fact that you guys have that is great. And I know with your Cocoon brand, you're obviously seeing a lot of success so far. So perhaps you could tell us kind of what that product roadmap looks like for the Cocoon brand as you're looking to solve additional issues like alignment and stuff like that as people sleep.
Absolutely. Well, when we launched our American website, that was a big intro into communicating about the 5 sleep essentials. When we first started, we had 25 pillows, and we just recently dropped it down to, in the last 16, 18 months, to 2, because not everything fits. We're all individuals. So all of our products are made, the Cocoon specifically, so that they can be customized. When you take one of those head pillows, they come overstuffed, you customize them, and then they're manipulatable and change over time. They can last up to 10 years. The body pillows are not just one body pillow. We actually make them for different size humans. We make them for different builds. And we just recently got a prototype for what is going to be named soon, is either going to be the Globetrotter or #NBA. It's a 76-inch long width one for people who are in the sporting field. We've got, and then you talk about temperature and regulation. All of our products have wool, because what is happening in the mattress industry is everything we're sleeping on is putting people in plastic bags, polyester, memory foam, down. Does anybody know that high thread count sheets make you sweat? Bit of a bomb there. Cocoon is the future of sleep, but it's a future of customizable individual sleep.
Fantastic. I think the other thing you highlighted that's just so great about the product is the environmental aspect that you guys are considering with the sustainable sleep solutions. So perhaps you can tell us more about how you follow a sustainable practice and minimize waste as much as possible in the products.
Well, with everything we have to have it to be longer lasting, but also biodegradable. Like when you look at, what the ingredients of our mattresses are, they're made of rubber. They come from the sap of the rubber tree. They do not come from petroleum. They do not have a mix of, memory foam, 83%, 17% plant-based foam. It's all spin, right? So it's like, when you look at a one-sided mattress, within 18 to 36 months, you have an impression, and then you turn it around, not over, so that you're sleeping in the other person's groove, right? So we can, within a month of people going back to double-sided mattresses, we could change that. But with our mattresses, you can flip and rotate all the layers and buy them down the road, right? So it totally takes away having to put it in the dump. And if I can really take another point, is if you understand the whole way the bed-in-the-box industry works now, you buy a mattress, you don't like it, they don't have a place to donate them anymore since COVID, so they either say keep it or they go in the dump. That is absolutely traumatic. And until you double-side the mattress or have a mattress you can flip and rotate, there is no fix. Finally, if you stop the shoulder from collapsing, you will not blame the mattress. And that's it, because everybody thinks it's the mattress, but it's not. It's that pivot.
For sure. Well, we're coming up on the end of our time here, but just want to get to one more question before we jump off. So appreciate everyone hanging around just a few more minutes here. So would love to, we've had a question come through, just know a little bit more about the expansion plans for Resthouse and the Cancun brand. You mentioned Vancouver for the next kind of retail space, but what are plans beyond that, perhaps with distribution or e-commerce sales?
So Cocoon specifically, we are going big into the States. We've already got
Great.
a nice inward road to Canada. We've spent very little on marketing because a lot of our structure has been on the infrastructure, building the brand, building the story. So we have a lot of growth, but a lot of low-hanging fruit to get to. We had a CanX grant that took us into the States. So we've already started advertising there, and we've already done our first couple email campaigns and got a lot of email addresses. Our Cocoon is kind of the answer online. You know, the retail location, I've done retail locations since I was like 25 years old. I worked at Sleep Country for 15 years and I was their top salesperson in Canada. So I understand retail, right? But it's more online, which a lot more people know more about, but we have the systems where people can buy it online and do it very simply and not have to worry about it. Plus, everything we do is, if it's not biodegradable, it can be customized by yourself later so that you don't have to be buying more products.
That's fantastic. Well, really appreciate your time today. Fantastic pitch, Chris. Love the enthusiasm there. So thank you so much. For those who still have questions for Resthouse, you can visit their campaign page, frontfundr.com/Resthouse. You can scan the QR code here as well. As we look to wrap things up today, really just want to thank everyone for their time. Appreciate the attendees tuning in and asking questions, as well as all of our great panelists today. So thank you so much, everyone. For those wanting to learn a little bit more about FrontFundr and what it is that we do. So FrontFundr makes it easy for all Canadians to invest in Canada's most exciting startups and growth stage companies from as little as $250. You've seen several exciting startups and growth stage companies here today. So if you have any questions about getting started, visit frontfundr.com. You can always reach out to our support team via email, support@frontfundr.com, give us a call or reach out to us via our chat. So really, thank you everyone for your time. Appreciate it. I know there are some questions that we didn't get through today, so encourage you to reach out to the companies directly and or we'll follow up via email with some responses there. So thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day and we'll talk soon.